The Handprints at Tilly Willy Bridge, based on the real haunted site in Fayetteville, Arkansas. They told him it was just a legend. James was a freshman at the University of Arkansas, far from home, new to town, and desperate to feel like he belonged. On a chilly October night, while sitting in the back of a dingy booth at Hugo's with a group of older students, someone brought up Tilly Willy Bridge. "Don't go there after midnight," said a girl with bleached hair and a nose ring. "Especially alone." The table laughed. She didn't. James asked what made it so scary. Someone leaned forward. A woman drove off the bridge with her kids. Some say it was an accident. Others say she meant to do it. James raised an eyebrow, and now her ghost's just waiting around. "You tell us," said the nose ring girl, pushing a napkin toward him with an address scribbled on it. "If you're brave enough." October 14th, 11:47 p.m. James parked his aging Corolla just before the bend on Tilly Willy Road. Fog hung low over the pavement, curling in soft tendrils around the trees. The bridge ahead, now rebuilt after the original was dismantled, still looked eerily out of place, narrow, forgotten, as if it belonged to another time. He left the engine running and stepped out, phone in hand, recording. The old urban legend played through his mind. Put your car in neutral on the bridge. You'll feel it move. You'll see handprints on the windows. Sometimes you'll hear them cry. "Okay, Internet," he said to his camera. "Let's see how haunted this really is." 12:02 a.m. He turned off the engine. Silence swallowed the space around him. No cars, no wind, just the soft sound of his own breath. The bridge groaned slightly under the weight of his car. He stepped away and walked to the center, glancing over the edge. A thin stream wound its way through the brush below. He couldn't see the water, but he could hear it. Then came the cold, a chill, unnatural drop in temperature, sudden enough to raise goosebumps up both arms. James rubbed his hands together and turned back toward his car. That's when he saw the handprints on the rear windshield, dozens of them, small, child-sized, pressed into the condensation that had gathered while he'd been gone. Some on the side windows, one near the door handle. His breath caught. He stepped back, phone still recording. "Okay, that's... What the hell?" Suddenly, a tap on the driver's side window. Tap, tap. No one was there. Then, from inside the car, the radio turned on. Static, full volume. James stumbled back. The headlights blinked twice, then cut off. 12:07 a.m. He ran to the car, fumbling for the door. Locked. He pressed his face to the glass. The keys were still in the ignition, and sitting in the back seat was a woman. She didn't move, didn't look at him, just sat, facing forward, soaked, with long black hair plastered to her cheeks. Her hands rested in her lap, but her knuckles were scraped raw. James staggered back. The air felt heavier, like it was pushing him down. His phone buzzed in his hand. Unknown number. Incoming call. He answered without thinking. A child's voice whispered, "She's still looking for us." The call dropped. The woman in the car was now staring directly at him, eyes hollow, mouth open in a silent scream, and then she was gone. 12:11 a.m. The car lights flicked back on. The door clicked open. James climbed in, locked the doors, and floored the gas pedal. October 15th, 1:26. Campus security found him parked outside Pomfret Hall, hands shaking, face pale. He wouldn't speak for hours. When they finally got the story out of him, they didn't believe it. But the officer who towed his car noticed something odd. The windows, inside and out, were covered in dozens of tiny handprints. A week later, James dropped out. No one knows where he went. His roommate said he'd been having nightmares of drowning, of children banging on glass, of a whisper repeating the same word. Stay. The car was found abandoned again, this time parked exactly in the middle of the new Tilly Willy Bridge. The engine was off, keys still inside, and once again, the windows were fogged, covered in little handprints.